Mswatu ingosi thula akayithathe akahambe nayo akayithathe yedenza bakhe wone
Six o'clock on the dot. A very good morning. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Friday edition of Kusile Breakfast Show. We are coming to you live. Sikona Lapa Emsakatweni EBIS. We are live on YouTube, on our page Eswatini TV, and on DSTV as well, channel 286. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Lungelele Makakula. I'm with the one and only Not. How are you?
What's up?
I'm great. I'm always in a happy mood on Fridays. Yeah, what's up
I
Friday?
can see the rage. It's like you woke up and you're just like, yes, This is the one.
Definitely. All right. Thank you for joining us on Kusile. As you know, we always bring you the latest. Lapa Kusile Breakfast Show on Wednesday this week. The Ministry of Economic Planning and Development officially launched World Population Day. Nombulelo Dlamini, who is the director of National Population Unit. What is Eswatini's current population estimate and what are the key trends? Growth rates. Sitabe sikhulumisana naye at 6:30 this morning. Then later, sitabe sina CEO wa Masipala waseMbabane Gciniwe Faguthe. As you know, on Sunday is the final day, the final game of the World Cup. It's Spain versus Argentina. Masipala waseMbabane will be gathering Mbabane residents, Lapa Prince of Wales. Badobugela khona the final game. Lapha eMbabane. So sitabe sikhulumisana naye ngako logo kuvama logistics nekuthi vele ngabe sibe sitawuphepha kanganani kulo msebenzi lona.
And then at 7:30 sitawukhulumisana na Lucky Phiri lo noma ke na Phiri Mr. Phiri lo qhamuka khona engapaneni Lactalis Eswatini. We just want to know more. We're going to learn more at least about many of their products that they have as a local brand and also what they have in store for all eMaswati, especially now Tanza when a yogurt, when a lubisi, whatever product dairy products that you normally consume, what do they have on offer? And then of course I will be bringing you the news bulletins in Siswati and in English as well.
Yeah, all right. I will also be joined by Courtesy, also known as Tam Sanga Sibanzi and Jabla. The Nakas were officially launched and at Albanjo on the 28th of November this year. How's the nomination stage going? Sevanga Kilaba Fagama nominations, Naguti Vele Inganani J hype Yawo Olom Gimbi. To stay with us for now, let's go for an ad break. Start in Zaba. This is Wati.
Attention retailers, importers, clearing agents and customs brokers. All television sets and decoders entering the Kingdom of Eswatini now require mandatory ESTVA authorization before customs clearance. No clearance without valid ESTVA import permit. Don't risk delays at the border. Submit your application 24 to 48 hours before your shipment arrives. We process complete applications in just 1 to 2 working days. Our QR-coded permits make the verification quick and easy. Always double-check your HS codes and quantities for smooth compliance. The process is simple. Step 1. Submit your completed application form. Annex A with product line items for TVs, decoders, and commercial invoice. Step 2. Eswatini TV reviews and approves. Step 3. Make payment and complete verification. Step 4. Receive your permit. Step 5. Clear customs smoothly at the border. Make sure you have all your required documents, a completed application form, Annex A detailing your product line items, commercial invoice, valid TV retailer license, and letter of authority if applicable. Our permits feature QR codes for easy border verification. For assistance, email us at license@eswatinitv.co.za or call our help desk. Apply before your shipment arrives. Ensure compliance and avoid delays. Remember, all TV sets and decoders entering the Kingdom of Eswatini must have a valid ESTVA import permit. Thank you. Act now.
Ngiphinza ngavusela ngomhlangu lethele tindzaba namhla ekseni imvuna yelitiko lwetemisebenti lemikhulu nekutfutsa umhlonishwa sikhundla hlaza ithulumende sewunelihlelo lwetebuciko leleluse kwethiwa kwa petrol na dizili imvuna ithile indlela lensha ivetela lelona lelo litiko njalo uma timoto talo litiko tethanga leso sikhathi lokhu kwendelwe ukuthi kuqinisekiswe ukuthi amafutha etimoto ethelwa umsebenzi lowatiwako etiko kongiwe nemali yembuso imvuna ivetela lokhu ngesikhathi noma ke iParliament ngesikhathi ivele embikwelibandla lelibuye kusebenza kwelitiko layo endlini yaba isikhulu
CTA kulona leliviki lesikulo kusukunyiswe i-fuel management system kusho ukuthi seyindlela lengcono yekwetha khona CTA lesevele i-electronic sekungasagijinyiswa amaphepha nakiwethiwa CTA ematiko nematiko sengiwo lakanike ama-rights ekuthi tiyowetha timoto abone real time ukuthi yethile imoto lengibani yethe kangakanani mileage yayo beyithini ibhekeke ukuthi yethe imileage seyithini futhi kulokutako lesikholwa ukuthi umsebenzi lotasibambisa kakhulu ngoba nawo bolikhalisa live indzaba ya fuel ukuthi fuel ngathi akasiyelo weluseke kahle ngaloko ke kuthunywa yindlu ukuthi sifake liso lapho sigcine sisukumise le fuel management system.
Umphathi sifundza eshiselweni umhlonishwa Themba Masuku sewukuthi baholi bemimango ukuthi abayekele imibango Masuku uthi lokhu kuyibambelela kakhulu intuthuko ngoba sikhahle kumele ngabe kusetshenzwa intuthuko sesicithwa kude kwa emacala
sesicitha isikhathi lesiningi sikhuluma ngokuthi labantu juba kuphi bani wakha kuphi kwenteka ini nani kubese kuthatha lesikhathi sekuthuthukisa lenhlala kahle nempilo yebantu soloku sikhuluma indzabambango ngemalanga and lokhu ke kulibuyisela emva live njalo besishido imtamo ke lesiyentako cabantu kuchubeka sifundzisane emihlanganweni lapha sifike sifundise khona ukuthi mbamba kubhekeke ini kubabe lobuke ummango kunemithetho lesekela lokuphatha kwakhe lo mmango nokuthi ke babe vele nguye lokukhontwa kuleyo ndlungulu leyo le ndlungulu lokhontwa kuyo ithi ngavumela lona ukuthi cha siyakwemukela nabe sebayibonile lenzawo kufute ukuthi bese bacabanga ukuthi kunemithetho lobeka libandla lelinakelela kusetshenziswa kwemhlaba kuthiwa i-Land Management Board le nabo monge emhlaba nelitiko laka land use planning ka agriculture le lingilona lamabandla lawa lamabili lelisembili ngilona leli le Land Management Board lebekwa inkosi I think section 212 we constitution bese ke lelo bandla libuke ukuthi kude ndo ngabe soyokwakha emadlelweni kani thina siku frontline osisihleli khona la Tfundzeni sisheshe sikubone lokhu bese siyabadisa ukuthi lapha kusahambi kahle labanye vele sibabhalele netincwadi ngidawubekisa nje ukuthi la kunedlelo la kwahleliswa khona la evusweni Dlovunga endzaweni yakadlovunga na phansi evusweni kwakhiwe kuledlelo yamangala so lokhu kusicithela isikhathi ngoba kufuneka onke malanga siyavuka siyokwekhuthela sekude nje kuhlala phansi ukuthi intuthuko siyenta njani imisebenzi siyakha njani yale youth noma ke yalabo labadzinga ukuthi baqale imisebenzi futhi kufuneka sibe sibonelo sine sigathele immango ukuthi siyakunakelela siyayinakelela irule of law ukuthi live liphethwe ngemithetho akusho ukuthi letinhlangothi lama institutions labekiwe ekugatha lelive abekwa ngesiphosiso abekwa i-constitution yeMaswati.
Masipala wedolobha laseMbabane sewutichithe ngelifastelo tinkhulumo letithile okuxhumanisa sive nomasipala wamiswa emsebentini ngenxa yokuthi akafakanga tithombe temphathi welidolobha agcinwe efakuze tinkhundleni tekuxhumana. Masipala unxusa itinsathelo ukuthi titfole emaqiniso endzaba ngaphambi kokuthi tibhale ngoba le ndzaba idonsela phansi isitfundi salo masipala.
One of the issues ngicabanga ukuthi sitacela kuyichaza media indzaba i-suspension ya IPRO wethu wedolobha. I-IPRO wethu wedolobha ngisebenza ke manisebenzisa ukukhanza ukuthi khona ukhanza somuntu khona angabasaconza kahle. So i-management according to report lesineke yona kukhona khanza khona ngokuthi bekungasasebenze khona kahle yaseminde ama-charges but ke angichazele ukuthi ngekusebenza kwethu si-council siye singathandi ukuthi sibese singena emathunjini endzaba especially indzaba lesetibu lesibhaliya indzaba lesibameli ngiyacabanga ukuthi imedia bese aware ukuthi unebameli loyo lebe IPRO wethu labasamelele so ngidaqala ngena ukuthi kuma charges akhe la khona akhona ngiyacabanga nemvile le umelo wakhe makhuluma ku media nini ushilo ukuthi kunema charges la ngina labeka wona I'll follow through, but I'll not get into details. But ngicacisa ukuthi lele high quality pictures alikho. Njengoba shilo lo melwa alikho. Asiconze we are a professional organization. Sisebenza tindzaba ngendlela lakhona. Angeke sikwenze singathi kungenteka nini. I trust ukuthi sicashe CEO lene masters lo sebenza nabantu labanye labangaqhubhela abakhulu lokusho ukuthi kude team lesingatenda thini lokhanze ukuthi tingafaka such things is coming to this so kulo I want to go to details about the charges akhe and nama ngwathi esi board council as what is ayini yatwa management and thine kuma staff issues kune line lokuthi kwami ngicela ngisikhulume nema councillors and management but kuma report CEO ngicabanga ukuthi kutawuvela lenzaba leyo mangabe seyikahle CEO ngathi wethuka staff kuvele naloko ukuthi management management uthuka staff inendlela thithi kusete sinlesi council ngalesi kutfolile ukuthi uyabethuka abantu lo ngabhalana wethu bekusete sitfolile lokho ne complaint in fact besete sikutfolile asiqonziso lokho ukuthi kwanyalo bekusete lesina
Sive sakala Mkapi sibonga emakhosi ngekwakha buhlobo netinentayo letilisito esiveni seMaswati sive senkhundla kala Mkapi selashwe tifo letahlukene mahala ha bodokotela base Taiwan nebenhlangano i-Ensure Oral Health Foundation.
Emakhulukhulu esive ngaphansi kwenkundla yakala Mkapi yathole kulashwa mahala hadi nentenkosi tase-Taiwan lebetihamba nebafunzi bemakolishi lahlukene khona-ke eTaiwan ngekusebenzisana nebe-Ensure Oral Health Foundation. Jason Ensure ngudokotela wamatinyo uthi bakhanza ukuthi labanenge ematinyo abo abolile ngakho-ke bebawakhokha ematinyo kanye kulabanye bebawagcwalisa kanti dokotela Shwaroki loyi-neurosurgeon yena uthi betenabuchwephesha kanti batawuchubekela nakuletinye tindzawo netikolwa.
Most of the patients here are here to remove teeth because teeth are that bad. And the reason for that would be because getting help ordinarily would be very difficult. So you tend to find that these conditions get worse over time to a point where they can't really be saved anymore. And all you can do is just simply remove the teeth.
We have free medical camp, and we go to the good shopper for the hospital, can do some instrument donation, and even to the Catholic Nursing College for the health science.
Lilunga lephalamende lakalamkapi umhlonishwa sicelo jele lithi bede emtholampilo kalamkapi kungako-ke sive site sigijima kutowelashwa sabamba naleli thuba.
Sineke lakalamkapi nje ngoba boya ungive nawe ephalamende bengayikhali ngawo umtholampilo ubona nje tindimbane ngetindimbane kuyasho ukuna ukuthi banenge nje abatendi vele kunesidingo lesikhulu sesibhedlela siyabonga ke nawo ukuthi kukhona lo sekwentekayo laba ke bekunene vele lusito lwamahala labalulethile kunadokotela wematinyo sesikhathi aqalile abahlola ngibonile nakhona ukuthi attendance iningi vele abantu sive senkosi siyagula
Siveke lesixoxisene nalo msakato naso silithokotele impela leli thuba.
Basisitile sebaselaphile. Siyawuva khona ke kusukuthi ambachubene kodwa konke abakaskiphidi basibalapha.
Ngoba bakusitela enzaweni le la ukhona oqala ngokubalulekile kakhulu lokuhle kakhulu ukuthi uthole kanti bewutawubade mhlambe nemali yokukhokha kubele uyoshona lapha emakhaya uyoshona kuphi kodwa manje sewufikile sokunikile lephilisi kusho into lenkulu lo lenhle nale impumelelo lokuthi uma bekungahlala tikhona into letinjengaleto tikhathi netikhathi noma etindzaweni ngetindzaweni
ngoba lokuhamba nakuletinini tayo ingosi kuhambe asifunefune yebo ngeke sitakale sonke ngesikhathi sinye kodwa nje lokuthi babalandzile bayeta bayasisita noma sowusele lomnumanga ngalenye ilanga lomango nakuyaphinda usitakale.
Leli bandla labodokotela ke litawukuya nakuletinye tindzawo lingakabuyeli-ke emuva lobikako ngugiyani Msibi ngalamkapi.
Nakutemidlalo umqeqeshi lomusha weliqembu leGreen Mamba Mthunzi Gininza uthi amalungiselelo aleli qembu ahamba kahle kanti futhi uyatethemba naye kuhola leli qembu kulandzela ukuthi iGreen Mamba itabe idlala imidlalo ye-CAF Confederations Cup kanye nemkhankaso we-league kanti futhi nebandlali bakhe banelwati ne-experience lokudlala imidlalo ye-CAF. Lokhu ukuvetena sikhulumisana naye endzaweni yekutilolonga yaleli qembu eMathapa Correctional Service. Ngolumhle tindzaba ngelulwimi lwesiswati licolo ngolumhle sitawuti phethalana namhla ekseni sithatha likhefu nasibuya sixoxisana nasihlalo weManaka Awards 2026 Thamsanqa Sibanze.
To all the viewers of Eswatini TV in the kingdom and beyond. Eswatini TV is regulated by the Eswatini Communications Commission through the Broadcasting Code and Broadcasting Guidelines. Under these instruments, the station commits to broadcasting information and news that have been fact-checked, programs and content in respectful language with no elements of hate speech, violence or sexual activity. If you hear any unsuitable content on this channel, you have a right to voice your complaints with the station management. Should you not be satisfied with the response or action taken, you can escalate your matter to the Communications Commission at PO Box 7811 Babani. Call 2406 7000 or send an email to info@esccom.org.za. For more information, visit www.esccom.org.za.
All right, welcome back. It's a Friday morning. Thank you for staying with us. As mentioned earlier, we're now joined by Courtesy, aka Tamsangla, is the chairperson of the National Arts and Culture Awards, officially to be held on the 28th of November this year. He joins us in studio, Dr. Kusile on the awards and how these awards benefit our local artists. A very good morning, Courtesy. Welcome back to Kusile Breakfast Show. It's been a while.
Yeah, good morning to you too, Lulu. Yeah, it definitely has been a while. Always a pleasure to be here to sit and just have conversations that build and help the nation catch up with where we're at.
Yeah, certainly.
And yeah, so I mean, like you said, it's been 30 days now since I've been assigned or appointed the chairperson of the National Arts and Culture Awards of 2026. And overall, it's going to be a 5 to 6 month contract where I'm overlooking the build up to until the actual awards itself, and then I have to report back after the fact. And yeah, well, I must say I'm happy with the progress that we've made so far. Okay. There's so many great and exciting developments that are taking place.
Yeah, so let's talk about the importance of these awards. You know, what is the main objective, and how do they help grow and also professionalize the creative industry in the country?
Yeah, absolutely. So the main objective is exactly that. We are here to, one, recognize, but also uplift all the recognized genres and different music, different languages of the artistic expressions. So the main mandate for the awards is to say, we're going to recognize your contribution or your efforts in that particular genre or in that particular language of the arts. However, the main thing, or the one layer that we're adding this year, which for me is very exciting, is the fact that before we award people, we're also going to have a very comprehensive national music development program where we're going to say, let us not just only award people on performance, but let's also set the standard. What does the standard look like? Before we can say you're the best in this category, what is the criteria? What is it that we're looking for when we're saying we're looking for the best TV personality, or we're looking for the best poet, or the best dancer, or the best singer? So these are some of the things that we're going to be adding as part of the 2026 awards.
Okay, so what's new this year? Have you added new categories? You know, what can we expect at this year's awards?
I'm laughing because the one category that we've added after we heard the cries of the people is the best TV personality.
And you know how social media goes.
Oh, of course, I know how social media goes.
Yeah.
People went through the categories with a fine tooth comb and recognized that, wait a minute, there was a gap. And then a couple of people who know me personally texted, others commented on the comment section and said, hey, wait a minute, why do we not have a best TV personality category? And one of the first assignments, or one of the first acts, let me put it there, one of the first acts of my tenure as the National Arts and Culture Awards chairperson for 2026 was to make sure that we add that category. And I'm happy to announce that we do have that now. So just like with every category, if you as Lulu are from Shiselweni, you're going to have to get Ishiselo to nominate you as the best TV personality. And then that way you will then eventually compete at the national level. But we have to start at the regionals first. So you have to represent the region that you come from.
So nominations are ongoing, still ongoing?
Nominations are ongoing. However, the nominations for Lubombo specifically are now have now been closed. They were closed last week Friday on the 10th of July, and every 2 weeks we're going to be closing. We're closing in intervals of 2 weeks. So then the next one is going to be Kusile. Then we have Hoho, and then Manzini. So we're giving room and space for you to nominate your favorite personality or your favorite artist in that particular category, in that genre, from your region. And then what's going to happen is after the regionals are done, we're going to pick the best of the best who are then going to go ahead and represent the region at the national level.
Yeah. So let's talk about how these awards promote our heritage, our culture, locally and even internationally.
Absolutely. So, I mean, obviously, because of the fact that they fall under the Eswatini National Council of Arts and Culture, one of the main kind of performance indicators is how much you lean on our culture, how much you represent the culture, how much you include culture in your different expressions, and that's exactly what this year is all about. It's very imperative, especially. I mean, if it were a different platform, like the summers in South Africa, they are just about South African music awards. They don't necessarily look into the specifics of the genre. But if we're talking about national arts and culture awards, we're definitely going to have to take into consideration how much do you incorporate a culture in your artistic expression. And the reason why that is because if at any point in time bagu ketsa and you're like for instance, Ace Jules has gone to Botswana to go and perform at an event there. If begai nominee, noma begai award winner, yaga National Arts and Culture, then now we have a representative who's gone over to another country to be the voice and face of our cultural and artistic expression. So that's why it's so important for us to insist and emphasize that the artists that are part of the National Arts and Culture Awards are also very much leaning towards cultural expression.
All right, quickly before I let you go, how do people nominate? Because you said nominations are still ongoing. So you nominate kanjan?
Nominations are still.
And when's the deadline?
The deadline, like I said, the first one for Lubombo has just passed, which was last week, Friday, the 10th of July. And then every 2 weeks, we're going to be having the follow Kutalanzele, Shiselweni, Kute Hoho, and then Manzini. I do highly encourage, especially the artists, to follow the Eswatini National Council of Arts and Culture Facebook page, and as well as the National Arts and Culture Awards Facebook page, because there you will get the comprehensive, the in detail flow of how you can. One, nominate yourself. We did not close that door. You can nominate yourself, or you can get your region to nominate you. And we highly encourage people to follow the pages, because there's regular updates and there's regular information that is being put on those platforms, just to show you in case there's any shifts, adjustments, changes in dates, changes in because sometimes what we do get is people who let us know that maybe platform X, where they are being nominated, I sebendi on that day, or it's down. So we get those regular updates, and we keep our constituents, which in this case are the artists, updated on those pages. So I would really highly recommend that people follow the pages.
All right, thank you the courtesy for your time. Well, there you have it, Maswat Lamahle. Do follow the Eswatini National Council of Arts and Culture for more details.
To all the viewers of Eswatini TV in the kingdom and beyond. Eswatini TV is regulated by the Eswatini Communications Commission through the Broadcasting Code and Broadcasting Guidelines. Under these instruments, the station commits to broadcasting information and news that have been fact-checked, programs and content in respectful language with no elements of hate speech, violence or sexual activity. If you hear any unsuitable content on this channel, you have a right to voice your complaints with the station management. Should you not be satisfied with the response or action taken, you can escalate your matter to the Communications Commission at PO Box 7811 Babani. Call 2406 7000 or send an email to info@esccom.org.za. For more information, visit www.esccom.org.za.
Asimze sinamukela sibona kakhulu uhlasana nathi lo mhla ekseni besivedile ukuthi sidaba sikhuluma nge-World Population Day lilanga leli leligujwa mhlaba wonke levele Eswatini siligubhe ngalesithathu kaSomdongo. Sina Nombulelo Dlamini, Long Director of National Population Unit at Digolaka Economic Planning. Siphinze sibe na Tamari Silinza, who's the officer in charge ka UNFPA. Sifuna ukukhuluma kabandi nje ngokuthi simephi lapha Eswatini nasikhuluma nje ngayo i-population. Yasinivusele sinamukela lo mhla ekseni Tamari kanye nawe Nombulelo. I think nje firstly ngumina ngacala ngawe nje Nkosi kuva ngalo lelanga le World Population Day. Siligubhelana lelanga yini kahle kahle lena lesisuke siyibuketa kulolu suku.
Lesuku leli siligubha nje ngoba siyimember ye-United Nations, shothi nje ligujwa mhlaba wonke. Kuvame kuba ngomhla ka-11 July. Emaneke lo nyaka lo 11 July beka nge-weekend kwabe seke live liyabuka ukuthi akube mhla ka-15.
Alright, so nasibuketa nje sicubulo salonyaka because that kuthi njalo kuba nesicubulo. Do we align nalesicubulo silive leSwatini?
We align very well ngoba nathi we at a time where sithi sine high unemployment kubantu labasha. Siphinze futhi kan lesicubulo sona nje ngicale ngaso sithi kufezekisa kolamaphupho elabantu labasha. Kulesikhathi labaphila kiso nyalo siwaphumelelise lamaphupho, siphenze siphumelelise emaphupho alabanye labayawufika shosnetitukulane letidako. So ke silive siyabuka ukuthi bantu abasha la bakhona Eswatini kuye kwaba nje nelicwaningo lelihambisana nalokugubha lelisuku lapho khona abantu labasha bebabutwa mhlaba wonke kuthi nabatibuka bona babona ukuthi yinje tingcina lababhekene nato mayelana naletektalana nekwakha imindeni cala nje imindeni baveta ke bantu abasha athi eish lo kucala le mindeni sine tingcinamba ukuthi thina sesitawuphuta cala imindeni ngoba kusete lemisebenzi sithi masifika kulawo ma ages la mhlambe bomake bethu nabogogo bethu beba cala le mindeni khonze sithi thina kusangabonakala siyakhona enzabeni demisebenzi sengawuthola umsebenzi so kulikhuni ke ukuthi nawulijaha ungasoma intombi uyithembise ini nangabe udelutho nalothi ke lokuhamba embili vele ngilenza badeda imali nawutawucela umndeni bakhala ngako ukuthi kufuneka phela wakhe indlu uthatha umfati manje awutawenda ngani konke lokho siyabekisa ke nanetinyoni nje icele kwakhiwe lesidleke ngikhanda ubeka licansa. So ke labantu labasha bakhala ngako ukuthi kule tektalana bangete abakhuthatheke ukuthi ingenela ngalokuthi basengalungela lokunye lokuhamba embili ke la ekhaya enza baye GBV. Kuthi labantu labasha bangena emande emadvolweni nababuka letindlela lokulimatwana ngato la ebudlelwaneni. Nalaba labathethene ke sesiyabona vele ukuthi lizinga lekwehlukana lisetulu. Sibonile nje nasemaphepheni dinombolo te divorce tiyanyuka. Siphinze sibuke ke tenzaba de ukuthi bathikela abantu labasha lokunye lokuyinkinga ngilokuthola lo macondzana ngoba ukhanzisa nemaphupho lathide ufuna umuntu le ndawo manje nihambisane naye ngendlela nawe lo ofise ngayo impilo yakho naye amane kube ngumuntu le ndawo khona kubona ngalisoleni.
Okay. Ngibeka kuwe nje Make Silinza lokuva lokuthi vele it's an estimation ye current population yelive laseSwatini and ithini le key trend yekungeteka kwasosive esemswati.
Okay, siyabonga sisi. I-population yethu nasiyibuka kulomnyaka nje nasibuka ama projections ethu population up to 2030 i-population yethu for 2026 it's about 1.232 million, of which is roughly around 1.2 million. And nasibuka lendlela lizinga le population lekhula ngayo ayisiyo lesetulu kakhulu, because nje sikhuluma nga 1% kuphela kuthi lizinga lekukhula kwepopulation yethu in 1%. Yebo kona kuyaletha imivo lehlukahlukene ngekuthi yini ngazuthi live lethu alikhuli kahle, kanti kunaletinto ekufanele tibuketwe kuze sisati lokuthi nasikhula nje sitawukhona ukuprovider lolokudzingekako for bantfu bethu. So silibona lapho lizinga le population.
Kusho ukuthi kumele ukuthi sitalane kakhulu. Sisadlala kwamanje.
Asisho njalo, sisho ukuthi like asho director kufuna wakhe sidleke lota, I mean wakhe ubopha umthwalo lota ukhona kuthwala. So ngeke ngesisho ukuthi itala 5 webantwana, ngesisho futhi ukuthi itala 1 umntwana, kutaba la kuwe kuyichoice yakho ukuthi wena ufuna ngakhi, utokhona ngakhi kubantwana ukuthi ube nabo ngilaba ngakhi.
Yeah, ngalokuthi vele sikubha World Population Day vele sifuna ukuthola lesithombe lokuthi siba ngakhi la Eswatini. Ingabe ngisiphi nje sifunze lapha even Eswatini lesingathi mhlambe as the fastest growing population.
Singathi sifundza sakamanzini kulandzele hoho. Kuteshisele nekugcina libombo. Kakhulu ngilenza baye migration ne-urbanization. Bamfu bayasuka emakhaya bathembe ukuthi ngiyawufuna umsebenzi edolobheni. Cishe ke lo mbabane emanzini corridor ngiyona lo ba preferred etindzabeni temisebenzi ukhanze kithi bagcwele bamfu ikakhulu kumathapha lapho khona bathemba ukuthi emafemini batawuthola leyo msebenzi. Seke sekuyagcwala ke kule tindzawo letisonzelene nalo mathapha labamfu sebaningi kakhulu vele sekuningi nalala bakudzingako kuze kuthi baphile kahle kuleto tindzawo lase babuthene kito ngenxa yemathuba emsebenzi.
Ingabe lokho kubese kuba inkinga kanganani nje lokuthi vele sekwendeka lokho ya endzaweni yinye. Yes, kona bayifuna ama greener pastures, but bese siyakhona ni provide ama services. Ayakhona provide again ama services nabe sekugcwele kakhulu ngala. Kumbe ngayithatha
Yeah, sibonile lokuthi vele nasekunalokugcwala kakhulu i-access to ama services bese kasabi kahle. Siyabona ukuthi kuma peri-urban areas lethu like nje Bokakhoza la kugcwele khona abantu bese kuba kukhunda ukuthi how do you intervene, how do you provide the services. Sekugcine netinkinga letinenge kunaloko lesitibhekile ukuthi betingenteka. So kukhona lokuba nebulukhuni in terms of provision yama services.
Yeah. Njengoba uvidile nje phambili nkosi ukuthi vele nanendalo licwaningo bamhla abasha bavedile ukuthi abakhulela nje ngenxa ukuthi kudima imisebenzi. So yini le nindako mhlambe ku matcha ama skills kube mhlambe kuba nama trainings kuzama kuvula ama job opportunities nama ke ukuthi bamhla abasha bakhona ukuthi isongulela ama business abo kukhona niveleleni kwendako nilitiko nibambisene nawo ama stakeholders.
Kukhona kakhulu kulokuvula mhlambe imisebenzi lethide la kusetshenzwa khona imisebenzi lemikhulu wona lama firm kuphindze futhi kunale ama programs ekuriskila labamfu labasha kuphindze kube nama programs ekukhuthata ukuthi asingabuki uhulumende emehlweni sonke asisukume ngidawubekisa nje nemasondlo khona la ngakwenda nemabhizinisi khona la ngakwenda dawubekisa nje sondweni ningayikhipha leyo mali nathi thina nesikhwama sekusita abantu labasha bacala emabhizinisi sibonile abantu labasha sebaskilled so ufundzele lokho kwenda la kwenda ngemsebenzi yetandla so uteke manje le mali ekucala lo msebenzi lasane skills sawo so siyakhuthata nje kuthi sive sonke asisukume singabuki uhulumende nathi kuleko lesikwendako siwakhe lamathuba alabantu labasha ngiyabekisa lomnye mhlawumbe ufuna kucala umsebenzi wekwenda abantu utinwele udzinga ama products udzinga nje nenzawo ekusebentela lokusho ukuthi kwakhona le emimangweni kukhona lesingakwenda nathi kubasekela labantu labasha nakutekulima sesasekhona emimangweni singaba netindzawo nje lesithi cha lendzawo lesinika abantu labasha basemangweni kuthi asebalime bathengise sibanike leyo support singahlali sithi sihlale nabo nathi sihlale kanti kukhona nathi lesingakutama ukuthi cha asesibanike na ngomhlabathi babone ukuthi bangakhiphani lokusho ukuthi sithi ke indzaba yethu sonke lendzaba ikuswelakala kwemisebenzi asisukume sonke silive kube ngiloyabuke nje ukuthi mina ngingawakha kanjani lamathuba.
Yeah, ngiphinze ngibuye ngakwenje make silenzile ukuvela ukuthi vele i-population growth ingabe islimata kanganani nje sisive. What are the disadvantages ukuthi vele sikhule ngelizinga lelisedulo?
Okay. But lengakusho nje ukuthi kukhula kwepopulation kwenda njani. Okay, kufuna sikhule at a level lesitawukhona ukuthi kumbe senda i-replacement of labantu labe bakhona. So nase sikhula kakhulu kunalomnotho wethu sekusibeka engcubeni lekabi lapho ukuthi umnotho wethu awusakhona ukusustain le population yethu. So lesikushoko kubuka population ukuthi le population ayikhule ezingeni lapho khona level tawukhona kuyisustain. Like sisho nje ukuthi lokutalana asitalane ngalendlela yokuthi utokhona ukuthi uprovide for labantwana lobatele. So yebo kona ikhona le mivo yokuthi nasitalana kakhulu kusho sinemnotho utokhula kakhulu, but currently like we are facing the challenges nje unemployment. If we sitalana kakhulu it means the problem will also expand. Itawukhula ibe ngetulu kwalizinga la singakhona khona kuyi container. So I think as a country kufuna sibe ne population lesitawukhona kuyi maintainer, lesitawukhona kuyi sustain ukuthi ibe kahle ikhona kuphila impilo lekahle.
Okay, so nanibuka licwaningo lenu nje ngabe siphila sifike eminyakeni lemingakhi ngiphi le age la lazibone khona ukuthi hayi maswatini wafika kule age lena kwangathi sewashiya emhlabeni iluthini nje ithini survey?
Just the life expectancy yethu kwanyalo is at 61 years. 59 for bobabe. 63 bomake. Sisuka ke 46 le ngetikhasta bo HIV. So yabona ukuthi there has been some gains in the number of years, but ke nyalo sihlaselwe ku mortality lokulida kakhulu kushuthi elizingeni lokufa mhlambe lokuhamba embili lokusibulalako denza badaka non communicable disease lokufaka ekhathi boshukela le cancer bo hypertension ema accidents nawayangena ku NCD kuphinze ne mental health. Sesivele singile population le affectwa ngiletinfo letikadzeni bekulukhuni kubona mhlambe i-mental health affecta umuntu lomusha, but sesiyabona nyalo ukuthi seyicala nakubantwana labancane le mental health yethu lokusho we must up our services alaka NCD atotonke nje letifo letilila kule luhlangothi loka non communicable diseases shothi lo NCD umele ukuthi difo letingathathelwana. Lokusho ukuthi kufanele ke nyalo kuze ukuthi la minyaka lesiyiphila ko ingathi iba miningana sicilekele kakhulu ukuthi sidle kahle siphenze siphathane kahle kuze ukuthi singahlukubetani tokhula le minyaka lesiyiphilako, because the more siba ne stress ne anxiety ukhanza thi sesiyasilimata kusinciphisela tinsuku.
Yeah, ingabe sive sisi away yini ngakonke lokubala ngibonile nje on Wednesday benika somtongo ni kunesive nayo indzaba ke health ikhulunyiwe kulo msebenzi vele uhambe kanjani lo msebenzi ukuthi nitfoleni ukuthi vele sive sathi kanganani ngato letindzaba leti.
Sive siyati inkosi njengoba sisho nje ukuthi lokuyingcinamba kakhulu ukuthi lokusihlasele kakhulu indzaba yetimali naleti indzaba ke tegucugucuka kwesimo selitulu ukhanza lothi nje ngabo nje bakhalile kakhulu ngalothi bayaya emasimeni kepha bangabuyi nalutho. Lokho ke sekusho ukuthi kulala kati etiko ekhaya noma ungakwati lokuthi kufanele udle njani ukhanza lothi kude kona lokudla lokushothi ke vele lena seyingcinamba lenkulu lebese phinzi banemthelela nakulabo mental health, but besinayo ema stalls kushothi bamfula bonke nje bamfu hulumende netinhlangano letitimele nebemabhizinisi bamise leto tindzawo tabo tekuthi bazame ukuchazela sive ngakho konke lokho besikhona futhi sibongile na Ministry of Health bekakhona bantu bahlola tindzaba tabo cancer bangena lapha kule bekune truck le khona ukuthi ungene la ngekhathi ke bakucilonge basho ukuthi isimo sakho sinjani phinze sihlola ne TB nayo basho ukuthi isimo sabo sinjani bebaba nenge nje kakhulu nalaba sita kakhulu ngaleti tebuchwephesha ngoba ukhanze insha learning inyalo ayisa ngathina ayisekhonza wonye ngalo labanye sebasembili kakhulu kulete buchwephesha kanti labanye basemuva so ngiloko nje ukuthi sitame kuvala lesikhala ngoba cishe nyalo sesikhathi selwati lwati loluningi litholakala la etindzaweni tekuchumana lokutholakala ukuthi vele ngathi bonke abantu labasha bangakhona kungena kepha ke siyabonga kakhulu uhulumende etinkundleni tonke ufakile iWi-Fi so yababona nje abantu labasha bahleli ngakhona ngasenkundleni ukuthi bathole lolo lwati siyajabula kakhulu uhulumende ukwende kwaba accessible vele.
Alright, ngiyabonga ke Sihlinza futhi nasibuka nje izinga le teenage pregnancy ngabe linganani la Eswatini, just comparing the previous years nokuthi what policies are in place in addressing teenage pregnancy and SRH services or family planning.
Okay, lizinga lethu le teenage pregnancy lisetulu kunaloko lesikufisako liciniso lelo and libesetulu isikhathi lesithe. I think mix yethu ya 2022 yehlile itshengise ukuthi yehlile I think ngabo 5% from 87 to 78% per thousand wemanfombatane lokusho ukuthi solo isetulu ayikehli kakhulu of which solo kuyi concern yethu silive and with the Ministry of Health ukuthi banfana bethu solo bayamitha and bamitha sikhathi singakefiki bangasiko ready kunjalo kukhona tinhlelo lesitendako lesisupportako kwekucala ikhona ipolicy yaka sexual reproductive health national policy lesinayo legcizelela kakhulu ku access kwema services ngawo wonke umuntu inga discriminate ukuthi wena unganani unangakho eminyaka so banfana ema teenagers ethu anayo indlela yokuya kuyothola lusito kuma facilities ukuthi ba access ema SRHR services lokunye lesikwendako ngilokhu promote the life skills education. I think lokuvele kakhulu nas engage nabantu labasha ukuthi lolwadi lokubabede lwadi kuba inkinga kakhulu nabangadi ukuthi bakhula kanjani yini lekufanele bakubheke esibakhula kubabeka engcupheni ukuthi bangasaboni noma basesengodini ukuthi bangamitha if bentatin for le tikabi so sinalo hlelo lwe life skills education likhona nasezikolweni ku curriculum futhi likhona na out of school for le youth lesingekho esikolweni so siyachubeka sibafundzise ngaleto tinhlelo ukuthi ukhula kanjani, what should you expect, how do you overcome peer pressure, how do you overcome kungakhoni ku accessa ama services, how can you access lokunye lesikwendile ngiloku kucecesha bonesibethu etibhedlela kulehlelo lekwenta ukuthi lama facilities ethu abe youth friendly ikhona nje iyouth ikusuka ihambe efacility yofuna iservice lethingako and lokho kusite kakhulu because kuvule ukuthi labantwana babe free ukuthi bayo accessa ama services lokunye lesikwendako I think lokunye lokukwendako ngiloku keep our girls in school kune program lesiyisupporta konje sing UNFPA lapho khona abantwana labakhulelwe ma teen moms labathole abantwana basesesikolweni siyabathatha sibabisele esikolweni bachubeke bafunze bakhona ukuthi bacithe isikolo so diningi letinhlelo I think lesinginakile kakhulu le information in terms of SRHR imcoka kakhulu kuze abantwana batowati bato understand letindzaba tekukhula bathi ukuthi what should they expect as they grow up.
True.
I think
ngibeka ngakwenkosi futhi ingabe vele idata ye population and census idlala nzima yini mhlambe nasingathi ukubudgeteni nokuplanela nje umnyaka
uyasita kakhulu uhulumeni ukuthi ade nje ukuthi sibheke bamfana sinyalo nje sesisemkhathi sineminyaka singabekisa nje ukuthi already Minister of Education bayati ukuthi bangakhi bamfana lababhekeke kunakekeleka for grade 1 siyatithi sine free primary education so bayakhona kwathi sitinombolo esitibhekile ukuthi sibathengele tincwadi provide the teachers provide yonke info bangakanani phinze futhi na health uyakhona ukuthi kuleyo catchment population yaleyo health facility ati ukuthi bangakhi bamfule ngibaserviceako nje mina ngiyi-health facility ku-update tonke leti nombolo ngidawubekisa nje nyalo besithi bamfule abasha 73% we population yethu bamfula bangephasi kweminyaka lengu-35 so yabona ke ukuthi sesigadzile ke ukuthi nga-2027 ngabe kutabe kuthiwani up to leyo minyaka ukuthi ku-update-ke all these figures because vele siplana ngawo lama figures.
Yeah, so nanenda le population vele niyabuka ukuthi bantu labadzala besilisa labakhubadekile labanjanjani.
Njengalete ekutalana nje nyalo sithole nga-2017 ukuthi cishe bomake baseswatini batala bathathu banifana. Sesifuna kubona ke 10 years later ukuthi le figure lena ithini nalamanye nje kwakona labo teenage pregnancy kuthi sekungakanani kona lokho leto dinginga leto so siyakhona ukuthi sikhona kubona because kusinika lama denominator le census ya tonke tintfo ukuthi okay bamfu mhlawumbe ufuna kubuka bantwana bebafana benda njani kubahambela njani kufuneke wathi lesibangakho ibone to khona calculator mhlawumbe leyo proportion ukuthi percentage ingaka because uyayati le denominator sebabonke bangaka shothi lenkinga ingakanani nangabe babili babo ba affected noma 20 wabo ba affected inganani lenkinga.
All right. So are we on the right track in meeting SDGs la khathalene nje ne population inequality and of course poverty yangathathwa ngibani le?
We are on the right track in terms of okay sinelcwaningo silbitange Eswatini household income and expenditure survey ngilo lelivame kusinika nje ma poverty rates nyalo nje sigatsile kuva singabe le poverty rate lebesinayo seyithini nyalo lokusho ukuthi going forward kutaba sibena covid so cabanga ukuthi le landzela lena beyibe nga 2017 so lamkhathi sini kubene covid nako konke so sesitawubona lapho nabo climate change nabo bathatha inzima yabo ngoba baya contribute kule poverty like isishudo ukuthi affect food security nabo housing labanye balimalelwa kakhulu bapheshukela dindlu dahibika letinye so kunemthelela labanye balahlekelwa ngemsebenzi ngaleto dikhathi so laba recover so le high status jela le poverty siseyikuphi nekusho nje ukuthi yebo khona letinhlelo ukuthi si recover but sitawubona ngale research ukuthi ibuye nani lokuthi where are we now.
Speaking of COVID nje make silinza vele nasibona nje letinombolo sancipha yini kakhulu nasibuka population growth babo khona nomehluko
sekuthi kwa sekuthi kwanyalo sengayendi I think isida kubona lokho nasenda le population census next year nga May kuthi yini lo mehluko lo wendekile yini impact ye COVID-19 ku population yethu I think kwanyalo sisede kahle lesithombe lokuthi kwahamba njani.
Okay. Anakuthi vele wena umnengi kakhulu ngala kubo young people nabo family planning nabo education ingathini nje message yakho nje make silinza to young people ngatatinza ba the family planning kanye nemfundo nje and also building their future.
Okay, ngathi kubantu labasha abatihlomise ngeinformation abathole lwati ngetindzaba tabo SRHR basonzele thutane nemtholampilo basonzele thutane netinhlangano letisebenta ngaleto tindzaba lokunye lengakhutsata ukuthi siye sibe nema challenges lokuthi yebo kona ama facilities ethu sesiwende ukuthi abe youth friendly but still bantu labasha bafuna ukuthi ngasho nje ukuthi abete emitholampilo batothola ama services laba bathingako and siyathembisa lokuthi sesimproveile sima health facilities sitawukhona ku provide a service le appropriate for young people lokunye lengakusho ukuthi abangesabi kusebenzisa indlela tekuhlela abangesabi kusebenzisa bachubeke basebenzisa icondom babe bakhululeke because ibavikela etinfeni letinengi yabavikela ukuthi bangemithi etifeni bo HIV bo STIs I think nje ema reports lebesiwathola ka health kulamalanga bekatshengisa ukuthi bantu labasha they are too exposed to STIs. STIs, exposure yabo to STIs beyinyuka kakhulu. So kukhona le kufanele sikwende ukuthi abathole le information nabanenkinga bakhona ku health facility batothola lusito labangalithola. Kungaba encourage nje ukuthi abakhululeke sikhonela bona sing UN disithi inhlangano ledehlukene kuthi bakhona kusitakala because le world population day nje beyibabuta ngale likusasa labo. So if basimama in terms of their health, quality of health and well-being, batawukhona ukuthi bakhona kufesa likusasa labo. We don't want youth yethu le yakusasa legulako lengaphili kahle le impilo lengekho. So kumcoka kakhulu ukuthi bathole tempilo bathole access to these issues particularly because ibabeka kahle ukuthi bakhone kuba position ukuthi bakhone kufeza emaphupho abo.
Yeah. What are the ministry's top 3 priorities over the next year when ensure population growth let us support a sustainable development level Eswatini?
Ngilolwati lokuhambisa kakhulu ilwati bamfla abashabati nje ukuthi babhekene nani kule area yetektalana sicale nje ngema relationships bathi lokuthi bangenela ini ngema relationships kungabi ngilama relationships la pre done kungakafika isikhathi sithi abamele isikhathi lesifanele kude batawungena ebudlelwaneni ngoba lapho babalekela nje intfo letine ngibona labo mental health you are not ready to deal with kwaliwa umncane usesikolweni udaba netinkinga sokuphazamiseka ingqondo sekuphazamiseke nalokufunza kwakho so sithi nje tonke tinva abatende ngesikhathi balalele ucwayiswa lokukhona njengoba sishido nje ashido make silinza lokuthi kunabo life skills etikolweni uma nje bangalalela leto dimfundiso ukuthi vele umuntu lomusha akatigcine aqale kungena ebudlelwaneni naye sekakhulile sekakhona kutendela tincumo leticinile letiphathekako lethamba neinformation siphinza sikhuthade ke abantu abatsha sicela bangene etinkundleni tekuxhumana sinema page la kahulumende kunabo communications officer labahlala njalo bafaka lelo lwati taken from different departments kungene lapha Ministry of Economic Planning unel page ka Facebook. All ministries have lama pages kuba ke ne information nema links lapho khona abantu labasha bangasitakala khona nyalo nje itolo sivile nga RSTP kuthi kune partnership yedivela kangwane ne Emirates kuthi bamfu bethu bahambe bayofunza in different areas programming bani bo engineering bo ma computer bo ini so uma wena uhleti ekhaya ungakhona ingena kule tinkundla tekuxhumana uyasilela vele kulama links la khona and the different ministries ama services akhona adzinga abamfu basha bangene bakhone ku accessa so abasonzele le tinkundleni tabo la sengishido khona ukuthi hulumende sewetamile ukuthi kube nale wifi sekude nje lo ngakhala ukuthi hayi mina angikhoni noma ngabude ama data mawusonzela lapha enkundleni dawukhona kucothela uthola uvule tonke letindzawo kunale tindzaba leticonzene na UNFPA unel page uyangena lapha uyathola kuhlakanipha uyacijiseka ngetintfo letinengi nangema business even the business sector nabo banema page uyangena fola lwati so sithi nje umfula omsha akangahlala ekhaya ativele ebhlungu atilahle kuthi awuvele mina angisasebenzi angawuthola umsebenzi there's so much information kuthi yenda lokhu yiva wenda lokhu yiva ufunza nako even ema courses la online uyenda lapha ukuthola lelo lwati mhlambe diva lincane ngabe kusangato nje ku makeup nje umuntu ubese wakhe imali uhamba ubenda lapha emakhaya uyangena online ufunze ukuthi kwentiwa njani so uyahamba yathenga inshwana takhona so tikhanza sokucalela ibusiness sisi nje umuntu lomusha akasukume kube khona la kakwendako kukhona la ngakwenda.
Yeah, definitely. Sethemba ukuthi bayeva abamfla abasha simakhulu Nkosi nawo make silinza kuba nathi le mhla ehleleni sikhuluma ke nge-World Population Day level Eswatini ligubhele langa on Wednesday. Baveteka lapha ukuthi solo sime ku 1.2 population elive leSwatini siyakhula khula kepha ke ngelizinga eliphansi. Saselkefo sabuya khona manje.
Attention retailers, importers, clearing agents, and customs brokers. All television sets and decoders entering the Kingdom of Eswatini now require mandatory ESTVA authorization before customs clearance. No clearance without valid ESTVA import permit. Don't risk delays at the border. Submit your application 24 to 48 hours before your shipment arrives. We process complete applications in just 1 to 2 working days. Our QR coded permits make the verification quick and easy. Always double check your HS codes and quantities for smooth compliance. The process is simple. Step 1. Submit your completed application form. Annex A with product line items for TVs, decoders, and commercial invoice. Step 2. Eswatini TV reviews and approves. Step 3. Make payment and complete verification. Step 4. Receive your permit. Step 5. Clear customs smoothly at the border. Make sure you have all your required documents, a completed application form, Annex A detailing your product line items, commercial invoice, valid TV retailer license, and letter of authority if applicable. Our permits feature QR codes for easy border verification. For assistance, email us at license@eswatinitv.co.za or call our help desk. Apply before your shipment arrives. Ensure compliance and avoid delays. Remember, all TV sets and decoders entering the Kingdom of Eswatini must have a valid ESTVA import permit. Thank you. Act now.
Good morning once again, and moving to our English news bulletin this morning. His Majesty King Mswati III says Africa has to be united in order to be able to tackle common challenges that are faced by the continent. The King and Ingwenyama was speaking at Lozita Palace when receiving letters of credence from the Republic of Ghana and the Republic of Angola.
The relationship between the Kingdom of Eswatini and the member state of the African Union continues to grow and has become fruitful over the years. The presentation of letters of credence by 2 African countries to His Majesty King Mswati III at Lozita Palace is evident to that. The first ambassador to present the letters of credence to His Majesty was the ambassador-designate of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Benjamin Anani Kwashi. The kingdom has long-standing bilateral relations with the Republic of Ghana that has been solidified by existing memorandum of understandings and agreements of cooperation between the 2 countries. Presenting the letter of credence to His Majesty King Mswati III, His Excellency highlighted the strong desire to collaborate in spheres such as sugar, meat and vegetable exports to Ghana.
While we recognize the momentum of our cooperation, there is merit in enhancing and institutionalizing our relations by reviving our Permanent Joint Commission for Cooperation. Such a framework, Your Majesty, will provide structured guidance and ensure sustained, well-coordinated engagement between our 2 countries. Your Majesty, I am also equally mindful of the profound significance of our partnership and the meaningful opportunities it offers for our people. I therefore, Your Majesty, look forward to working in harmony with you and the good people of the Kingdom of Eswatini.
His Majesty King Mswati III, receiving the letter of credence, highlighted that African countries face similar and common challenges. So it is very crucial that the African Union unite as they deal and tackle these challenges.
The fact that Africa shares many common issues to address include issues of addressing the issues of reduction of poverty and creating employment, creating a much better societies, social welfare, and so on. We have a duty as countries of the African Union to come together and see how we could make this dream become a reality. Of course, there's been a lot of work which has been done for all the countries of Africa. The foundation has been laid for us. The only important thing now is to see how we can turn that into meaningful results. Obviously, a lot of communication and a lot of sharing of ideas, experience, and expertise is very important in this area.
The second country to present the letter of credence to His Majesty King Mswati III was the Republic of Angola. The letter of credence was presented by the Ambassador-designate, Her Excellency Jovelina Alfredo Antonio Imperial da Costa.
The government has implemented some reforms such as the creation of the single investment window that aims to facilitate and simplify private investment process through the Private Investment and Export Promotion Agency of Angola, making the foreign investment easier and faster in Angola. In this favorable panorama, we invite entrepreneurs from the Kingdom of Eswatini to travel to Angola to invest and explore business opportunities in various sectors.
Receiving the letter of credence, His Majesty welcomed the invitation by the Republic of Angola that was extended to Emaswati who may be interested in exploring their business ideas in that country.
The strategy of SADC is that even though the African Union is a much bigger structure, but the most important thing is to start from somewhere and start at regional groupings. Then thereafter, we are going to grow until we reach the whole African Union. That is the ultimate goal. But it's very important that our regional groupings becomes much better and much more well organized. And we take note of the transformation which your country has improved in a number of laws which will allow development on both countries to prevail.
The African Union has a mandate to achieve greater unity, cohesion, and solidarity amongst African countries and people. On the news, I am Polile Mazia with Zweli Masugu at Lozita Palace.
The Deputy Prime Minister, Honourable Thuli Dladla, has launched the costed Eswatini National Disability Plan of Action and Project 74405 at the UN House in Babane. These will strengthen efforts to ensure that persons with disabilities enjoy their rights, participate fully in society and contribute to national development. This is also in the spirit of leaving no one behind.
These programs are aimed at addressing challenges faced by people with disabilities and ensuring that no one is left behind. The Deputy Prime Minister, Honourable Thuli Dladla, says people with disabilities no longer want to be given fish, but want to be taught how to fish.
The simple truth that persons with disabilities must enjoy their full rights. They must participate equally in society and contribute meaningfully to our nation's development. There can be no meaningful development without the participation of every sector of society. The true measure, Excellencies, of any nation's development is not found in graphs, It is not found in statistics or figures, but in how it cares for its most vulnerable and marginalized citizens. That care begins with budgeting for inclusion.
Government is working with the United Nations in this project. UN Resident Coordinator George Wachira explains.
The costed plan, as we have heard repeatedly, enhances our ability to create opportunities for persons with disabilities to participate fully in education, in employment, and national development, while the Young Heroes project draws our attention to our obligation to ensure and safeguard the inclusion of children with disabilities across the life course, enabling them to learn and thrive in society.
The United Nations Population Fund says 13% of the local population has disabilities. This population is often marginalized. However, through such programs, they will also have opportunities like all eMaswati. Reporting is Temgosima Vibela with Smuva Shongwe, Mbabane.
The Honourable Minister of ICT, Savannah Mazia, says all homestays and cities are supposed to have a physical address in order for parcels and health services to be accessible. The Minister said this when launching the Swaziland National Standard ISO 19160 at the Happy Valley, Ezwatini on Wednesday.
The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Apollo Mapalala, was part of the event. The ISWASA Director Ngamiso Mhlanga says their work is to ensure that every item meets required standards.
This is an assurance that this particular organization is doing things according to the book. And we really want to emphasize and also invite other companies that are here, other stakeholders that are here, to ensure that your processes and your systems and your management system as a country are certified, because that will take you very far in terms of achieving the desired results of your mandate.
Loz Mazia represented the SCCOM CEO, saying this launch is testament to government prioritizing standards in the country.
This is more than a launch, it is a working session. We are fortunate to have our expert consultants from the Enterprises University of Pretoria with us today. They include Dr. Anthony Cooper, Dr. Adebayo Adeleke, and Dr. Semi Katumba. They are experts in various fields, including addressing standards development, geospatial solutions, spatial data strategies, and spatial visualization tools.
The Minister for Housing, Honorable Apollo Mapalala, says this launch represents government's commitment to improving service delivery in the country.
These things have cost us in emergencies when ambulances or fire trucks, lose precious minutes in trying to locate a home that has no formal reference point. It has cost us in service delivery when utility companies struggle, to plan network extensions to areas they cannot precisely locate or come. It has cost us e-commerce, where banks and insurers hesitate to extend services to customers whose residences cannot be formally verified.
Honorable Savannah Mazia, the Minister for ICT, says the launch will ensure that places are connected easily.
It's really important that we're able to look at this and say, how do we give our people dignity? And this is part of our service delivery, right? Because if we are able to do this, a whole road and a whole thing of opportunities opens up for our people. We're able to go into e-commerce. We're doing an e-commerce strategy that really wants to be aggressive at EPTC. We can deliver anything to you from passports, medication, birth certificates. This really is so important for us to do that.
Different stakeholders committed to working together, including town councils and others. Reporting, I'm Kian MCB at the Happy Valley, Ezwatini.
The Honourable Minister of Public Works and Transport, Chief Ndlahlaza, says in all that his ministry does, his prayer is that they do it for the benefit of eMaswati. The minister says the ministry should not work to serve individuals but the nation as a whole. The minister has said this in Parliament when his ministry appeared before its portfolio committee in the House of Assembly.
The Minister of Public Works and Transport has appeared before its portfolio committee in the House of Assembly. The Honorable Minister of Public Works and Transport, Chief Ndlahlaza, has submitted to the committee what the ministry has done since the beginning of the financial year, touching on various issues from roads, infrastructure, railways, public transport and heavy plant machinery. The committee had questions for the ministry.
Besinemsebenzi itolo leka somdong sekungasefika ema-truck kungasasebenteki nasisi siya-check-a siva kuthiwa i-network i-down esithi A engabe ndakumanager njani siyakudumisa kona bathi sowungena ngephini na ufuna kuyawetha kodwa tinkinga ngathi ditaba tinengi
ikakhulu sive sasemhlangeni sinebuhlungu sinelihlwili nga-railway bekunemhlangano over the weekend ngiyacela railway minister through minister azayabamba umhlangano nesive sasemhlangeni nesenhlulweni bayakhala abantu ukukhala maye kubi indlungulu nje bengibitile semhlonishwa sicela usicelele laba bantu laba bedelana kunengi lokuphambanako lokungavakali nakukhulunywa ukuthi bantu kuyawendekani kulo msebenzi lomkhulu lo khona la manje ngalo bomnyukane mahlafuna akuhambeki kodwa umshina lokho ewafika kuyograde nje kona lokho kadlomo kunelibloho lelamuka lahamba solo sive kasamba medima kuqhubekele embili na ubheka uye enkomanzi utawelela ngakubomelethi solo akuhambeki kwawo imathe nakunathi imvula etintsabeni tavala wona lo mgwaqo kwageduka namamba wangibuta le question yami ayibhala kahle wayibhala first year nyalo sesiyaphuma ngifuna sibulawe ngile survey ngifuna singibulale survey but siyathi ngikhethile ngiyahole kuphela kwenyanga but ngiloba yahlupheka nje ngoba ngangena ngiyacela nje bekunene kule nto leyo kuletinye ndzawo siyathi imishini ikhona sidinga ama-scoop dams.
The minister responded.
Nasithola nje leyo plant lo mehluko utawuba khona sitawugalela ke ngendlela lefanele ngoba ukushito lokuthi tena la khona lokho ekusebenza uboni ukuthi kwentekani so nako lokho sitawumisela ukuthi sigalele kusebenteke alokunye lengiyaye ngithandaze uNkulunkulu ukuthi angiside kuko wekuthi uma sisebenza lemsebenzi sikhumbule ukuthi sendele eMaswati esigwe nje nasiyakhona asikumhlonishwa ngcamphalala siya kule sive sasesigwe so lokuthi letinto bese sesiyatigona umhlonishwa nasosebenza kakhe bese ngathi sisebenza yena personal nathi nasithi siyosebenza khona sive ngathi siya kumhlonishwa personal kukhona la kuhlangana khona kepha singakugcizeleli kakhulu lokuhamba embili ngilokusebenzela lesive.
The ministry is expected to table written responses soon. Reporting is Temgosi Mavimbela. Pictures were sourced from Parliament.
The Ministry of ICT Portfolio Committee has asked the Minister for ICT, Honourable Savannah Mazia, to ensure the regulation of online publications. The committee says this is because some defame people and get away with it because they do not have offices.
The Ministry of ICT Portfolio Committee debated the first quarter performance of the Ministry of ICT for the year 2025-2026, where in her preamble, the Minister for ICT, Honorable Savannah Mazia, stated that there's a lot of progress in the ministry and parastatals, citing the fair process in the recruitment of the Eswatini Post and Telecommunications CEO. The Portfolio Committee members had quite a number of questions to ask, including the mushrooming of online publications and if, of course, they are regulated.
Honorable Chairperson, when they go, because there's mushrooming of online news publications, can't we develop a legal framework?
Some asked on the status of hiring the RSTP CEO, where they suggested that the whole process must start afresh, while some wanted the clarity on the status of the Eswatini TV CEO and CFO.
I think about the CEO, I can announce to Libandla, ESC board is finalizing indaba ya CEO, ka ESTV so khona CEO, ka RSTP i-board ithe itaqalela phansi le process ngoba ithinga ukuthi ngabacabanga bathi it's the best thing to do going forward.
The minister responded, giving clarifications, including that, of course, they are working on regulations of online publications. The minister says the measure of APIS and Eswatini TV might take longer because a huge amount of money is needed. She says they are in talks with MTN as an internet provider to reduce the cost of using the internet because they do understand that indeed it is costly to use the internet in the country. Reporting IMK and MCB, Babane.
The Kusile region is leading in terms of the status of poverty in the country. This was revealed by the Honourable Minister of Economy, Planning and Development, Dr. Tambo Gina, when delivering the status of poverty.
I am pleased to announce that the national poverty rate, which is the percentage of the population living below the poverty line, now stands at 53.5%. representing a decrease from 58.9% recorded in 2016-2017. The survey findings also reveal significant disparities in poverty levels between rural and urban areas. The population of Eswatini living below the poverty line in the rural areas has declined from 70.2% recorded in 2016-2017 to 62.8% in 23-24. This is really impressive, 10 percentage decline during this period in the poverty rate in rural areas, a testimony to the government efforts to take progress, development to the people. Regional disparities also remain pronounced. The findings show that the highest poverty incidence is recorded in the Kusile region, 72%, followed by the Lubombo region at 57.2%, Ho is at 52.4%. The lowest poverty incidence is observed in the Manzini region at 42.4%. The findings further reveal disparities by sex. The poverty rate among females stands at 55.7% compared to 51.2% among males. Finally, inequality remains an important development challenge. The survey shows a decrease in the national Gini coefficient from 0.49 in 2016-2017 to 0.45% in 23-24.
First National Bank, Eswatini and the FNB Foundation have handed over a sponsorship package of over 1.6 million Malangeni to 7 organizations as well as 12 public schools. FNB Eswatini's Chief Executive Officer Thokozani Dlamini says the sponsorships contribute to disaster response efforts, support the education of children and young people, and SME development, among others. The event was held at First National Bank headquarters in Eswatini.
I am honored to announce a 1 million contribution from the FNB Eswatini Foundation to support the rehabilitation of a 6-classroom block at St. Paul's Primary School in Manzini. I am also further pleased to announce a 304,080 Emalangeni sponsorship towards the Enactus Girls in STEM Employability Program. I am also pleased to announce a 180,000 Emalangeni sponsorship towards the MTN Foundation's Adopt a School campaign. I am also pleased to announce a 180,000 Emalangeni sponsorship towards the MTN Foundation's Adopt a School campaign. To support women SMEs in agriculture and as part of our shared prosperity drive, FNB Eswatini is contributing 52,250 Emalangeni towards women in trade and development, WITAD. Towards the University of Eswatini, FNB Eswatini is presenting 43,643 to go towards the procurement of sports kits. We're also pleased to announce a 30,000 Emalangeni sponsorship, which went towards the 2026 Eswatini Spelling Bee competition. I'm also excited to announce a 30,000 Emalangeni sponsorship to Eswatini National Provident Fund towards the 2026 Imbobe Marathon. Lastly, I am pleased to announce that in partnership with our partners Buy and Save SPA, we are handing over school shoes worth 52,950 Emalangeni to benefit 356 underprivileged children across 12 schools.
Some of the different entities that were given the support have expressed sincere gratitude to the bank and its foundation.
Today's handover is another milestone in a deep, multifaceted relationship between UNESWA and First National Bank.
We deeply appreciate the 1 million contribution from the FNB Eswatini Foundation towards rehabilitating a 6-classroom block at St. Paul's Primary School in Manzini.
One should maybe start by thanking FNB for this noble initiative, for taking a leading role in making sure that those students who are without shoes have one like others do.
On behalf of Enactors Eswatini, I want to say our profound thank you to FNB Eswatini and the FNB Foundation.
This partnership demonstrates the power of collaboration.
The women will be really excited to get on board on this program.
As we count down to the 8th edition of the Imbobe Marathon, siyabonga ukuthi FNB has been with us for 6 of the past 7 editions.
Thank you to FNB. This has been such an amazing sponsorship. Eswatini Spelling Bee started in the year of 2024.
The Chief Executive Officer, Thokozani Dlamini, also unveiled the new FNB Eswatini Foundation logo, stating that it has been designed to visually express the role of the foundation as a structured, trusted and impactful vehicle for delivering meaningful social change. Reporting, Nelson Langamandla, Vuminko Sinzinisa, Ezulwini.
And moving on to sports, the Minister of Sports, Honorable Banganzima, says the national games will provide athletes from various sporting codes across the country with an opportunity to showcase their talent. Zima was speaking during the official launch of the national games, which will also feature participation from 2 neighboring countries, Lesotho and Seychelles. The launch took place at the offices of the Eswatini Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association in Lobamba.
The country's first ever national games will be held next month and will feature athletes under the age of 20. Officially launching the event, the Minister of Sports, Honorable Bongani Nzima, says the games will provide young athletes with an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Today marks an important milestone in the development of sport in the kingdom and demonstrates government's unwavering commitment to building a structured and sustainable sporting system. These games represent far more than a competition. They are an investment in the future of our young people and in the future of Eswatini sport. They will become our premier multi-sport event, providing a platform to identify talent, strengthen competition, and nurture athletes who will proudly represent Eswatini on regional, continental, and international stages.
Eswatini Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association President Adam Teto says the national games will serve as preparation for this year's Youth Olympic Games in Dakar, Senegal, as well as the Region 4 Games in Mozambique.
In as far as we are concerned, as Uyoga, this will be build up of preparations for the Dakar Youth Olympics and the Region 5 Games in Mozambique. So we're excited about it. We're always indebted that whenever we have this type of activity, the minister, even when he's tight with his schedule, you have always made time to be with us. And this is encouraging, not only to us as sports officials and federations, but to the athletes themselves. The chairperson of the local organizing committee is the vice president of the Olympic Committee, Mr. Zakele Dlamini. And we have Zakele Zulu, who's the chairman of the Games Commission. And then the CEO, of course, Maxwell Jele, and the other CEO who was delayed, Darius Lomo. And we have Victor Dlamini Mavikani and Dan Mavuso from the Sports Council, and Tobile Dlamini from Iwoga. And these are the people that will make sure that on behalf of Eswatini, the people directly involved, the Sports Council and the Olympic Committee, we deliver the games the best we can.
The local organizing committee responsible for staging the games was also introduced. It was chaired by Zakele Dlamini, with members Darius Lomo, Maxwell Jele, Zakele Zulu, Dan Mavuso, Victor Dlamini, and Tobile Dlamini. The games are also scheduled to take place next month in August. Reporting by Andashiba, Snezo Dlamini, and Linda Dlamini in Babane.
Right, and let's wrap up our English news bulletin this morning. After the break, we speak to Lactalis Eswatini.
bayethe wena phakathi silo sikhulu singemaswati sikubonile uhlele esihlalweni sebukhosi iminyaka lengamashumi lamane ngakho ke sicela sibonga umdali ngawe ngoba kulamashumi lamane sibone intuthuko lenkulu kakhulu eSwatini sibone usakhela i-constitution sabona uqinisa kundlela lesibusa ngayo singemaswati tinkhundla letinkhundla utibhice nebuntu bethu nesilungu siphinze sibonge sakhele lapho sibone khona la ukuthi uyinkosi yemhlaba wabathatha labo baholi wabafaka esiswini sakho sithi silo sikhulu sifisa konke lokufisile ngalelive lakho kuchubeke kukhule ezukhula nawe nathi singemaswati sikhule kanye nawe ngendlela lophethe ngayo losithandza ngayo sonke singemaswati ungabalibala lemuntu sithi silo sikhulu nathi sikuthandza ngayo le ndlela nike lo munye 40 years noma ngetulu ngoba
Being risky means ukuthi nalobuwa kwayo kulula.
nathi kufuna senze ukukhiqiza lokusembili.
Welcome back and moving on with the program. Lactalis Eswatini is bringing you something beautifully packaged and certainly juicy, a new flavor. But to hear more on it, I want us to talk to Lactalis Eswatini's marketing manager, Lucky Piri. Mr. Piri, good morning and thank you very much for your time. What does Lactalis have for us? What's new?
Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody who's tuned in. So Lactalis Eswatini has just recently launched a pure joy nectar. So this nectar is it's a juice blend. So that means it's a mix between fruit and water.
Okay.
And it comes in 6 very exciting flavors. And we're looking forward to giving it to Emaswati so they can taste the beautiful product that Lactalis obviously brings to the table.
Right.
So in terms of flavors, obviously you've got the key ones, which is red grape, tropical, orange, peach,
very nice.
Very nice,
My
and
favorite.
then mango, yes. so some very exciting flavors and a product which I believe all Emaswati are going to enjoy.
6 flavors we know of. This one's new. What makes it different?
I think what makes this one really different is obviously the no sugar part.
Okay.
So it's no sugar, and like I mentioned earlier, it's a blend between real fruit and water.
Okay.
So it really gives, and when it's chilled, when it's nicely cold, it really gives a Maswati a different feel to what a juice should feel like.
Right.
It's very versatile, so it can be used for different things. Obviously, the juice itself, it can be used for a variety of punches, and just when you want to quench your thirst, it's a juice which really works well for all the Maswati.
You say no sugar. I'm really hoping that it tops what I already like.
I hope so.
But who would you say this product is for, really?
In totality, it's open to all different age groups. Okay. So hence we've got the different pack sizes. The family pack obviously is the 1 liter pack size.
This is the family pack?
Yes, it's the 1 liter pack size. And then of course for Eswatini and for the younger ones, you've got the 6 by 200 ml pack size. But that doesn't mean that it's strictly for the Eswatini. It can also be used just as a lunchtime product where it's a single serving because it's a 200 ml. So you just pull out the straw and then you pop it into the juice and then you can drink it in a single serving. So it's versatile, all different age groups, men, women, and children. So that's the beauty of this product.
This one is especially popular among Bopanda.
Of course.
Of course. Now, where can we find this new flavor?
Okay, so the Pure Joy is slated to be available in all retail stores near you. Sure. So it provides convenience, obviously, for the consumer. Whichever store you walk into nearby, you'll find it present. It also gives us a very good price point, so it's affordable for Emaswati. As you know, as things have gone on, people have become very conscious about their spending.
Right.
So Lactalis Eswatini obviously cares about the consumer.
Right.
And so we've brought a product that we believe is going to be easy on the pocket for the consumer as well. So it's available everywhere, Manzini, Mbabane. You can go as far as the outskirts because we've got catch vans that deliver to all the different stores in the different outskirts. So product availability is definitely available in different outlets across the country.
You say affordable for Emaswati. Can you give us a ballpark figure? How much should I at least be ready to fork out for this new launch?
Yes, for sure. I think for the 6 by 200 mils, which is this one here, they range between 37 emalangeni and 42 emalangeni.
Okay.
And then for the 1 liters, they can range anywhere from 21 emalangeni up until 26 emalangeni.
Okay.
So it's a very good price point, and I believe Emaswati are going to enjoy this product. And we're looking forward to seeing them consuming it. We've also partnered with two of the biggest influencers in the country, We'll be having live skits, we'll be having social media presence, and yes, I'm really excited about this product and these products, and I believe eMaswati are going to be excited about it too.
Gotcha. What would be your final message to eMaswati? Have them go out there and get themselves some nice nectar drink.
My final message to eMaswati is, first of all, thank you very much for your continued support to Lactalis and Parmalat. Parmalat is your brand. The reason Parmalat is in existence is because of you, eMaswati. Yeah. So everything that we do it in consideration for eMaswati. And I really want you guys to go out there, buy this product and enjoy it. It's a product to die for. It's very refreshing. And like I said, it's at a good price point. So eMaswati, continue to love your brand. Parmalat's your brand. And continue to enjoy the products that we bring forth for you.
I'm going to use his words. This is your brand. Get out there, buy it, and enjoy it. That was Lucky Phiri, who is the marketing manager for Lactalis Eswatini, just sharing a bit more information about this newly launched Pure Joy Nectar juice. This is Kusile Breakfast Show. The show continues after this.
Those that are in pain must forget all the problems they have. Because the things of the earth have got no answer. But the answer that we have is all morning. When I'm preaching here, I'm preaching to myself. I receive the Holy Spirit.
I declare that a turnaround is coming my way.
Turnaround is coming in my life.
Welcome back. Now, you may or may not know that the World Cup 2026 is coming to a close on Sunday, all the way in the U.S. That is at the U.S. New York Jersey Stadium. My apologies. And the Mbabane Municipal Council is bringing the action closer to you. The Municipal Council will be hosting the Finalis Fan Park at the Prince of Wales Sports Ground here in Mbabane. But let's hear it let's hear a bit more about it in a conversation between Lungelele, my colleague, and the CEO, Kusile Fagutse.
All right, CEO, welcome back. Good morning. Welcome back to Kusile Breakfast Show. It's been a while. Thank you for coming through. What a great initiative you're doing for the citizens of Mbabane on Sunday. Let's talk about the message that you're putting out there about sports and unity in the city.
Absolutely. And good morning. Good morning to the viewers, and thank you for having us. So as a city of Mbabane, one of the things that stands strong in our pillars is community. Community is everything to us. So you don't just sit in an office and say community. We need to build communities intentionally. We need to go out as a local authority and try and bring activities and events to the citizens that will bring them out of their houses. And that's how you start building community. You not only build community, secondly, you tell the private sector and you tell events managers that Mbabane is ready for big events. Our citizens can come out. Our citizens don't sleep at night. So you can create a night calendar and a night diary. So one of the things that is sitting in our strategic objectives as a city is a 24-hour city. You can't have a capital city that sleeps at 6 p.m. We need to start curating events that bring out eMaswati, aphume emakhaya, and enjoy the city at night. It creates business. My business angavula 24 hours. The economy revolves and the economy is alive. But the economy yethu eMbabane iyalala 6 o'clock, ivuka kusasa 6. And that's one of the things we're trying to deal with. So, sport. Sport is a vibrant sport and activity. It has hundreds and thousands of people from across all walks of life. So we thought as a city, let's not leave this opportunity. World Cup once in how many years? 4? And it's a brilliant activity that you can do to bring your community out. So it's just challenging and enjoy something as a people of Mbabane. And Sibonge, we saw with the opening that we did not just attract Bantu from Mbabane. We went down to Manzini and people came out from Eswatini and people came out from as far as Bomochan, just coming to the city, and they were happy. And they were very happy. It was a beautiful ambience and the event was amazing.
So Mdolo, is this once off for the final on Sunday, or is the municipality considering maybe hosting more sports events or more public viewings in the city?
So you'll recall in Mbabane Day last year, we started this whole concept of public viewing last year because during Mbabane Day there was a South African soccer match at Derby and we had a screen there and had a section where we had people viewing a soccer game, and the numbers started showing us there is a market and an audience and people that would really enjoy coming out of their homes, bringing their camp chairs, bringing their cooler box, their children, and coming and just sit and enjoy the ambience and then go back home. So that gave us the confidence to say, let's try it. And I won't lie, when we said Msunduza, if you were following the excitement that built around that, there were questions. And we realized, by taking the opening to Msunduza, we equally were dealing with many other perceptions lakhona. How lo manye bathi Msunduza sitaba safe lapho. Like, yeah, what gonna in Msunduza? But we hambe Msunduza, umhambe amande gebuzi uphumela ngale ngendawo. See, no one bothers you. Yes, yes. That whole ecosystem. So we suddenly showed ukuthi Msunduza is safe. So we're dealing with the perception yomuntu agcina Msunduza 10 years ago. Akade nyalo ukuthi amaphoyisa emango, the maphoyisa embube, reps is also active there, and we had a beautiful event. Dakamita Msunduza came out. Secondly, we then saw that we need to upgrade the Msunduza sports ground. It's not a new concept. That sports ground is a center of that community. And every Saturday, every Sunday. In fact, so what the opening did, we added lights because we then realized some of the lights we then left there. You won't pass a ground in good people.
Mkhulu msebenzi wangumasipala and siyabona ama developments lendeka edolobheni. So let's talk about now opportunities that have been availed for traders, local vendors, small businesses. Are they able to apply for Sunday?
So one of the feedback I personally got after one of our activities, a consumer fair, some market vendors walked up to us and said, thank you for curating such events because ngel holiday May 1 tina sitholi lutho. Baze basibalisela ukuthi masipala phela kamanzi ngiyabekisa kunamavuso sports center. So you can imagine like a game sports center, and when you can't see a game, but to a vendor, it's an economic activity. So they said things like that. In Samangala, with how we never looked at it that way. They were saying curate more events so that we so now Msunduza, we afforded the opportunity to vendors around in Msunduza. Some of the operating businesses around Lenkundla Ekudlalela sawa extended my permits, which were connect and make money. They made money on that day. So even today, as we speak, Sunday is a similar opportunity. And so my vendors to come, you can come and apply, you talk to us, whatever opportunity you want to explore. We want food, we want drinks, we want vuvuzela, we want the bright and colorful, we want face painting, we want everything. So business, if you see an opportunity and there's something you want to sell, please come see us. We do want to engage with you that way. But equally, we've seen some businesses and corporates say it's an staff set to put up a gazebo, go by staff activity, bring our staff, we'll put up rice stand and just sort of have a gazebo. Yes, we are allowable to that because it's really a day where we want just people to come out and have fun. And yes, Banzage, Prince of Wales.
And people actually praise the code.
No, they did.
Fun activities.
They did.
Especially sports.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Right. Yeah. They did nanga opening. They just said. So Dimbaula Betikona will have the same as well on Sunday. But we're just saying to people, come and be part of a community and enjoy something that you can enjoy in your house. We know you can. But the enjoyment on that day at the opening was better for me, watching it with the masses and seeing those little children sitting in front and watching the screen. It was really amazing.
All right, CEO, so what measures have been put in place for waste management, toilets, our plans?
Oh no, I think we're fully covered in that regard. We've got toilets, we have a very good waste management plan for the whole activity before, during and after. We'll put a plan in place. Parking as well, we've looked at that to make sure that people don't struggle in terms of where to park. But almost importantly, we also have a health corner. We had a similar health corner in Sunduza, so we had an ambulance, but we also came with services that the community wishes to access. So Saletanji Clinic, and that too will be available just in case you want to check us on that day. So that will also be available.
I think, Mdolo, let's get into this more crucial one, security measures. What security measures have been put in place by council, to ensure people are safe, when people are having fun and intoxicated? What measures have been put in place by the council?
No, thank you for that, and we really must start by appreciating reps and the network of Emma community police that we have. But we've had a series of meetings with reps from the regional office to the station commander himself and his office. We've had a series of meetings with the traffic team, security team, and there is a plan in place so we can assure people that Vele was safe in Mbabane. So that safety will be doubled because there'll be more people in the space. But I don't wish to think that someone will be concerned about safety. We are not only securing the facility, we're also looking at routes. So those are the other routes that we want to secure and speak to. But also doubling on top of the police and Mapoise, but we equally also have the municipal security team. Deploy so that nothing happens, but we are certain that nothing would happen because we haven't had incidences anyway around this area. Yeah, nothing should happen. Yes, absolutely. And yes, and transport. So we've heeded to some of the questions we get from Emma Citizens Aid when people that want to come. Yes, so we do have a partner that has come and is partnering with us to make sure that will communicate that. But we're really looking at the routes where we know that people would have possibly difficulty to get there, or so we'll look at all those areas so that people can be dropped off closer to where they live. So there will be buses, we'll communicate that. I think some announcement will come out on that front. So Banbanga Warashagi, Abet Sunday. Yeah.
What are the routes?
So the routes we'll have to confirm for now because we're talking to the police baga traffic to help us to map those as well. But definitely we were looking at Sunduza direction, Fontaine direction, and of course Mangwaneni all the way Mvagolije Mawalala going all the way to Lubo Christian. So that is another area. So we want people from that side to come this way. And we also want people from all sections of the city to be able to come. But equally, Bantu can reach out to us and also speak about their routes and stuff like that. But we want to cover the Mama's directions and my routes where the bus can just go and drop off people mass.
Dola, let's talk about another important matter. On Sunday, will people be allowed to bring in their own alcoholic beverages, that is, because, as I said, when it gets too crowded, people are having fun. What's going to happen on Sunday? Are people allowed to bring in their alcohol, cooler boxes on Sunday by residents?
So once again, we've engaged with the police and we're saying yes, people can bring their cooler boxes. I think we've appreciated Ebola and a cooler box is a couple that you cannot separate. But what we've asked, and we've mentioned that in our creatives, is that so we're encouraging the cans, but even if you bring the small one, so we will try and check that to make sure that people are carrying the right drinks in their cooler boxes, but we don't want to be invasive. We know Emaswati are not hooligans. We saw the same thing opening. We didn't see any excitement or anything that would make us worry about that, but we will look at that so that we just make sure good at Dilimato and all of that.
All right. Entertainment artists,
so we've got a huge influx of local artists from around Mbabane. They're trying to put their whole act together, so we're going to balance that out so that we give our young people a chance. We've got DJs, of course, on the lineup, and we'll have a few games to witness a couple of things. But you have to get now so figure boleni. At some point we'll stop because wakali opening so we do want to curate a program that will keep people entertained as they come in. Sivula early because we know that some people will want to come Isakanya because of transport. So we will try and make sure that there's something that they will enjoy during that. But we're encouraging Emaswati that have something internally and locally. I think that's a platform for them to expose themselves and to get an audience. And so we don't have a whole lot of open spaces for that. So so that we can take them in. But Phyllis so people are going to have a lot of fun.
Some are going to miss work.
That's not on me. That's not on me. The team has. But honestly, mine would be really to thank the team. I think we noted Masi hosted them Sunduzawan that it's not a small feat to host. So it really must be said of the team, Guti. One is so grateful that the team has really hunkered down. This is the second one, and we want to do better than the first one. So we really appreciate their resilience and work. And it's in after a game, but we stay here and just clear up everything. But we're so grateful, really, and we are hoping that people will come and support this great vision. It's not just a vision, Yambabane, but I mean the partners we have the Football Association, we have a regional football association. All of those are saying, let's do more for sports, let's do more for sports. Now, there's quite a lot of work we need to do here. So the more we bring activities to our sporting facilities and the more we celebrate football, it becomes easier for us to attract the right partners and sponsors because they see Lomaspala does care about football. So something happening because I think Umhlanisho has said it a lot of times. The mayor has said it. The councillor was saying, we need to have put an artificial turf long ago. I mean, Bandamaswat are playing on the gravel. But now so when the World Cup, and you bring partners and you bring people and they see hundreds of people converging. But no, definitely we need to upgrade this facility. So when you come, you also help us to make a business case for why we need to invest more and more in these sporting facilities that we own.
Ndolo, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to Kusile Breakfast Show. Do come back, please. And all the best for Sunday. Hope the event is a success.
That was Mbabane CEO Gunwe Faguts in conversation with my colleague Lungelele Makakula on the upcoming FIFA Fan Park experience to be hosted at the Prince of Wales Estate Sports Ground, rather. And if it so happens that you're in Mbabane on Sunday, be sure to pull up. I mean, it's going to be a really good game to watch. I'll be seeing you on the other side of this.
His Excellency, His Majesty, King Eswatini III. This is the moment of truth. King Mswati III as he is being driven around the arena and greeting the crowd. There is whistling, ululating, and joy among everybody here.
Nayo-ke isisondela izohlaliswa-ke esihlalweni sayo sobukhosi yinkosi entsha yesizwe samaSwazi bandla esiyibona laphayana.
And it's 2 minutes before 8. Sibonga kakhulu ngolumuhle kuhlasana nathi namhla ekuseni. Sithemba ukuthi luhlelo oluyithokotele sikhulumisene nakha chairperson sakhulumisa ba economic planning esaphinze futhi ke sakhulumisa na Lactalis Eswatini saphinze futhi ke sabanayo interview with Mbabane CEO kuva nje kabantu ukuthi phela kuna iFIFA World Cup leta kwengabe masipala yena usilethela ini. Sithemba ukuthi njengoba kuyiphela somvo wena udawuphepha wena nemndeni wakho, you're going to have a lovely time and most importantly, be safe this weekend. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's meet again at the next edition of Kusile Breakfast Show. Goodbye.